Hi, this is Kimberly from Are You Awakening? And I am here with the question from Marco about why do people have challenged lives? And that question comes from a perspective of having a child that has a challenged life. In this case, autistic, but there's plenty of challenges that children are experiencing now, whether that be a loss of mobility or another disability that doesn't allow them to live a normal life, whatever the hell that is, but let's just go back to normal, meaning that they can't get around or they can't take care of themselves, fulfill their survival needs on their own. So why does that happen? I mean, we're ascending, right? So we're coming up into this beautiful, happy world where there'll be frolicking unicorns and rainbows everywhere and fairy dust just flying all over the place. And everything's going to be perfect, right? Well, that would be great. Earth can do that once it gets completely integrated again and we're understanding that we're all one. And that's the ascension process. That's what our planet is going through. In the meantime, Earth is kind of a hellhole. Yeah. So the hellhole that we chose because of the duality, positive, negative, dark, light, perfect, imperfect, all of those things, because we forgot who we were. We wanted to come here with these limitations. We chose it that way. We chose those limitations because we wanted to experience life from a certain perspective. And let's say we have a child who has a lack of mobility. He may be in a wheelchair and someone has to take care of him his whole life. Well, look at all the people that are learning from that process. Not only the person that is in the wheelchair and experiencing life from that perspective, but the perspective of all the people who are taking care of them, the obligations they feel like they have, frustrations, happiness, joy, all of those different feelings are a result of that particular limitation that that person put on himself, and that affects everyone with whom he's in contact. So they wanted that. It was a choice, not sad. Now you may feel for their loss of mobility, you may feel their frustrations, and that's totally cool to do that. But understand that that was a choice, that was a life choice that that soul made before they came into this earth plane. And by the way, this has been told to me by several entities that I have been channeling lately. They actually don't shut up anymore, but there's a shortage of bodies that have these disabilities, meaning that there's more souls that want to come down here and experience that perspective than there are actual physical vehicles to supply them. So Earth right now, really happening place. If you're here, you're happening, you're badass, because there's a lot of souls that really would love to come down here and experience the end of this hellhole from a particular perspective, and they can't just yet. So this always gives you a choice of how to react to a person: judgment, acceptance, frustrations, just pure joy. If you've ever been around a Down syndrome kid, they're the happiest kids on earth. Oh, but they have a disability. Well, yeah, they have challenges, but they're looking out through their eyes from a very different perspective of a normal person. I personally am not normal, never was, but I don't know. Maybe I have a challenged life. We all do. All of us do. So if you're a light worker, you've probably had a challenged life, and totally understandable. But look at these people from another perspective. Remember, they're mirrors and they're shining back at you. So what do you see in them? What do you see? Can you pull out the joy from someone who might be experiencing a lack of mobility? If so, cool. So that's what happens with the challenged life. That's why they're here. It is a blessing. And remember to send out your love. That person is just another one of you. Okay? If you have any challenges, please send them over to us on Twitter at Are You Awakening. And I'm still waiting for questions that I can't answer, so send them to me. Send me a question. See if I can answer it. Okay? Don't forget, always be yourself all the time. and it's probably not normal, and that's okay. Love.